Hello everyone. I welcome to you all this on this knowledge session on Wealth Wisher. So our speaker today is Manikant Gupta sir. Hello sir. Thank you for coming to us for joining this wonderful session. So let me just begin by saying that this webinar is being organized by SEMS Welfare Foundation. Managing wealth is very important and necessary life skill that everybody should learn, regardless of their age and gender. Learning wealth management is crucial because it empowers us to make informed financial decisions, secure your future, and achieve your personal financial goals. Since second, I would like to give a brief description about our organization. We are SEMS Welfare Foundation. We believe in breaking down barriers to access and opportunity through initiatives like DG Samaksh, FEM leads, and numerous social welfare activities. Our aim is to uplift underprivileged communities, promote gender equality, and enhance employability. Our program have impacted thousands of people across India, and we continue to expand our reach to promote sustainable development. Our partners for this session is DG Samaksh. It is a company that empowers businesses through data and technology. We offer a wide range of services, including software, IT, data science, research, consultancy, data analytics, as well as marketing. So now let me tell you about our speaker for today. He's Manikant Gupta. Sir, he is a dynamic and results-driven personal finance coach with deep expertise in financial literacy, investment planning, and insurance solution, certified by Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India and a registered mutual fund distributor with NISM. Currently, he is serving as a financial consultant at ICICI Prudential India, where he empowers individuals to make informed financial decisions. He has a strong passion for education and community outreach. He has successfully conducted numerous seminars and webinars across schools, colleges, and NGO, delivering practical and actionable financial knowledge to students and educators alike. Now, Manikant sir, up to you.
Okay, so before starting this session, let me clear one thing. This is not going to be like a boring class session which college student have in their college. Okay, this is something where you will be learning a life skill which will be worth for your lifetime. So whatever you are learning today, right? Whatever you will be learning today, it will come need till the end of your life, till your last breath. So let's be very honest. When you open your wallet or UPI and suddenly you see there is no money, you think like where all this money is gone? Maybe weekend party or maybe some night craving or online ordering. You just do it and everything is gone. So today in this session, Wealth Whisper Unlocking Financial Secret, I'm gonna tell you few secrets through which you can not only save money but also become a financially literate person. See, in India, 95% people are literate. I am saying about 60, like 70% are literate. In that, 95% people think they are financially literate as well. But truth is, like very few people really know how money work and how to manage their finances. Mostly what happen is in initial days when you are in college, right? What do you think is like my parents are there to manage finance, right? Or when I will start earning, then only I will think about managing my finance or understanding about money. But let me tell you, Warren Buffett start understanding about money when he was 11-year old. And you know what? When it was asked, like, do you think like it is too early to start investing and learning about money? He said, no, I think I was late. Okay. So now you can understand like how much important this skill is. So in this session, like in next 1 hour, I'm not only gonna tell you about financial theoretical part. Okay. At the end of the session, I will tell you 4 life hacks, real life hacks where you can save money from today itself. And not only that, there will be also a small quiz which will be a fun part. Okay. I only want one thing from you guys. Just make this session interactive. It shouldn't look like that I'm only speaking and like there is no interaction. I always want this to be like one to one conversation, like one to many conversation. Okay. So let's start this session on this note. So just type ready. If you are guys are ready to learn something new today, just type ready in your chat box. I just want to see participation. Okay, great. Sayed, site ready. Okay, so let's start. Like before starting the 5 pointer which I'm gonna tell you today, let's start with the key points to know about financial literacy. Like why you are here right now, why financial literacy is important. What are the key points you need to know before starting this session? The first thing is, as I said, financial literacy is must for everyone. It's not a good to have skill, but it's a life skill. So, for example, you get stuck into a room where you are all alone, or in a house where you are all alone and no one is there. But if you know cooking, will you be able to survive? Yes or no? Yes, right? So
Yes, sir.
cooking is the life skill. Similarly, if you want to survive in this world, financial literacy is also a life skill which you need to have. And otherwise, what will happen? You will earn money, you will earn money, and you will be left with nothing. So that's why financial literacy is a life skill which everyone should have, irrespective of their gender. Because sometimes female think, yeah, there is man who will handle this, there is father or there is husband. No, even females need to understand the literacy part of the financials so they can manage their home well. And if they are working professional, definitely they need to understand every key detail of it. Okay, second thing, there are only two way you can invest. One is time and money. See, right now you most of the guys are student, right? So you are investing your time to learn knowledge. So it is said, first learn then earn. So currently you are investing your time to earn money in future. And second way to invest is money. Like, you earn some money, you invest it, and you earn money from it. So like earning money from money. So there are only two way to invest. One is time and money. So you need to do both in the right fashion to become a successful person. Third and very important thing is understand this. In today's world, modern slaves are not in chain, they are in debt. You will be thinking, what mean by this? Simple thing. When we were under Britishers, right? Britishers used to put chain under slavers, right, and ask them to do the hard labor work. But nowadays what is happening is there are white collar job. You are going in an office doing work, but what happening is you take a debt, you take a EMI, you take a loan, not to buy asset but to buy a liability. I will talk about asset liability later on. And because you are in debt, your risk capability will be gone. Like, you cannot take a risk in your life. Think about it. If you have a loan, right, and you want to start a new career, or you want to do something which you are passionate about, but that is not giving money in the starting, you won't be able to do it because you are in debt. So that's why I'm saying modern slaves are not in chain, but they are in debt. And the last point you need to understand is financial literacy is never ending topic. Okay, this session, because most of you guys are from college side, so this session will be specific to beginners only. I'm not gonna tell you very advanced level of financial literacy, because that can go above your head, right? So we will make it like I'm just putting water and fertilizer and a seed to become a future plant. So you are like a seed for me, and I want you guys to become a big tree. So that's the fourth thing. So with this, let me introduce. Sayed already introduced myself, so I won't take much time. I will wrap up quickly. So basically, my name is Manikant Gupta. I am a motivational speaker, a personal finance coach, and having more than 10 years of experience. I am working currently in ICICI Prudential, and I used to train insurance people and also give financial seminars in colleges, schools, even corporates as well, and also to NGOs. So this is about me. I am not gonna talk about certification. I also have a YouTube channel. So if you want to connect with me in future, you can go and watch my channel, Make Money with Money. There you can learn a lot about further things. So that is basic about me. Now we will starting with the first point. So the secret one, that is budgeting. You will be thinking, sir, this is very boring topic. Budgeting. Like, new generation, Gen Z, young people don't do budgeting nowadays. Let me tell you one important thing. Till the time being, you don't know how much money is going out of your pocket. How can you save? Tell me. And if you are unable to save, how will you invest and grow your money? So thing is, budgeting, what it help is, it just help you to know how much money is coming in your pocket, maybe in form of pocket money, or maybe you are doing any internship or any freelancing work right now, right? So how much money you are getting in and how much money you are spending. So this is not something which will save money, but doing this will let you know where you are spending most and where you can save. So best way to do budgeting is just do it on WhatsApp. Just create one group and just add yourself. Leave everyone out. Just add yourself and just write whatever money you are spending. Initially, it will feel like, oh, why I'm writing all this? But let me tell you, trust me, after 10 to 15 days, it will become a normal habit. It's very basic habit it will become. And what you will do is, whatever money you spend, just write it down. Just write it down. What it will do later on, after 2 3 months, just go and see where exactly you are spending most of your money. Maybe in watching a movie, or maybe in eating out. You just need to understand like where you think you are wasting your money, because then only you will be able to save your money in a right way. So what budgeting mean is spending less than you make. There is one movie named Amdani Atanni Kharcha Rupaiya. It came, I think, in starting of 2000, which mean like your earning is 50 paisa and your spending is 1 rupees. And if you do in such a way, you will be like a modern slave. I told you, right? You will be in debt, you will be having some loans, and you will be living a life of a slave, a modern slave. And if you don't want to do that from the very first day, like I would say from today itself, before you start earning in a corporate, you should start budgeting. Make it as a habit. Like you have a habit of doing a brush daily, right? You don't need to think about it. Similarly, in similar fashion, you should also do budgeting. Just whatever amount you are earning and whatever amount you are spending, just write it down. Okay, so you are okay with this? If you like this point, just give a thumbs up in chat. So we will move to the secret number 2. Okay, so now, yeah, this is my favorite topic of this session, your needs versus your wants. So, one thing if you can take from this session, I would love if you understand every single thing and if you implement every single thing what I am teaching you today. But there is one thing which you should learn specifically. If you forget other thing also, that will be this point, needs versus want. See, you need to understand the difference between need and want. See, as a person, as a human being, our wants are endless. Even Bill Gates or Elon Musk, their wants are unlimited. So that means if you earn n number of money also, right, your wants won't be fulfilled. So initially, when you start earning, first you need to make sure your needs are fulfilled. I'm not saying live a miserable life, or but you can live initially a frugal life. What is the difference between a miserable and a frugal life? So miserable is like in Hindi we call it kanjus. You don't need to be miserable. Frugal means spending wisely. Where you need to spend and where you don't, you need to understand this. So see, there is one rule which we call as 50, 30, 20. 50 means like 50% of your income, whatever you are earning, right? It should go in your basic needs like your rent, food, shelter, groceries, everything, right? 30% you can save and 20% you can do whatever you want. If you love traveling, go and travel anywhere. If you love to buy gadgets, go with it. But make sure it doesn't cross your limit of that 20%. So you won't have a guilt feeling also that you lost a lot of money, but you will save as well. You will make sure your needs are fulfilled. You don't get into debt, right? So now I will give you a very good example. What is the difference between need and want? So see, first thing is food and fine dine. So just tell me which is need and which is want. Is food need or want?
Sir, food is a need.
And what about fine dine?
It's a want.
Right. So now you understand the difference. So you need food. You need to eat food daily, twice or thrice a day, right? But
Yes,
fine
sir.
dine you don't need to do every single day. So you need to understand like food will come under your 50% of your income where you need to spend money. Fine dine will be like once or twice a month if it allow your budget, right? Then you can go for it, but don't make it a habit. Like every weekend you are going and having a fine dine. You can go outside and you can eat street food also, right? But it should be healthy, I think. But yeah, safer side is don't waste your money and want more than 20%. Otherwise you will be suffering with the debt and in emis you will get into a trap. If you want to live a free life, always make sure first your need are fulfilled and then you come to want, right? Now I will give you more example about it. Second thing is book and library and personal library. For example, in your college there will be a library. You can go and read books there for free, right? So that is need because you are a student, you need to learn new thing, you need to have more skills. So your book and library is your need, but personal library is want. You don't need to have a personal library in your house. That is not necessity. Third thing, this is very important, especially to the young people. I want to tell cell phone versus latest smartphone. See, in today's world, in today's digital world, cell phone is a need. Previously, it was a want, but now cell phone is a need. Whenever you are traveling from your like away from your house, you need to have a cell phone. But having a latest smartphone, it's not a need, it's a want. Nowadays I have seen people who are working, who start working in their professional career, they are earning just 20 to 30,000 rupees and they will go and buy a 1 lakh rupees phone on an emi. Just think about it. If someone is earning 20,000, 30,000 rupees a month, after all the expenditure, what do you think he will save? If he try best also, he can save max to max 1 lakh rupees a year. And in that also, if he spend it on smartphone, like what amount he will invest, what he will save for his emergency fund, what he will save it for his future needs, right? So you also need to understand that cell phone is a need, not a latest smartphone. You also understand. Think about as a businessman who is earning in crore. If we go and buy a 1 lakh rupees phone, will it make a difference? No, right? There will be no difference in his life. So you need to understand what amount of difference that particular product will make in your financial life. That is, you need to understand. So I'm not saying you don't need to buy a smartphone, but do your finance allow it or not? That you need to understand. That is real financial literacy, and that will only come when you do budgeting, when you understand like how much amount you have. And definitely you need to save as well, you need to spend as well, you need to enjoy as well. I always believe in work life balance. I don't believe in miserable life. I always believe in a balanced life. The person who live a balanced life really enjoy it. The person who go up or down, they are in the worst condition. Always remember it. Fourth one is shelter and a big house. Shelter is a need, big house is a want, because you can initially, if you don't have money, you can live in a small apartment as well, right? There are more. Transportation, luxury car. If I go clothes versus designer clothes, right? And now this is more important. Well-being, healthcare, hygiene, and internet. These are needs nowadays. But see, if you love traveling, travel. But it shouldn't always be a exotic vacation if you don't have money, right? Understand it. If you love traveling, whether you just want to show to the world on the status side, okay, see, I'm traveling, I'm doing this and that type of traveling you love, or you really love traveling. If you love traveling, make sure you make budget for it and don't go exceed, right? Buying expensive jewelry, branded bag and watches. Initial days, just try to skip this part. Initial days, your priority should be to make a emergency fund, to start investing, learning about it, and a small amount you can invest on your want, but not go beyond it. Got it? So let's move to the third part. So if you are learning something valuable, please say, yeah, valuable. Just type valuable in your chat box. So I will feel like, yeah, you guys are really learning something from here, right? You are getting something valuable which really will help you in your life. Just type valuable. See, I want this session to be interactive. So yes, right, valuable. I want more and more people to participate, right? Then only I will enjoy, right? Because after this six secret, I'm gonna tell you real life hacks which will really save your money. Thank you, Bhumi. Okay, let's move to the third part. As I told you, asset versus liability. Okay, so this is very important point you need to understand. Asset is something which bring money in your pocket. What does that mean? For example, FD. You know FD, fixed deposit, right? If you do fixed deposit in your bank, you will get some interest for it, right? So that means FD is an asset. If I talk about stocks and mutual fund, if I talk about real estate, if I talk about gold, these are all assets, means their value will appreciate over time, or they will give some money in your pocket. What is liability? Liability is just opposite. What take away money of your pocket? For example, a car. Just tell me in a chat box, is car a asset or a liability? Kansyam?
It's liability.
Liability. Correct. Why? Because once car come out of the showroom, its price decrease and you cannot sell more than what you have purchased for, and you pay numerous taxes, right? So car is a liability. If I talk about your cell phone, it's a liability. So what we need to make sure, like how, if you know, I have seen people who are earning 2 to 3 lakh rupees a month, okay, but they are still not able to save money. By because they are not able to understand this part. What they do is they earn money and they first focus on liability. Okay, they will go and buy expensive clothes, they will go on exotic vacation, they will go and buy a fancy car. If their budget is of 5 lakh rupees car, they will go and buy a 15 lakh car, that too on EMI, that too on a liability, right? And that's how they are getting into debt, and they are not able to survive after earning 2 to 3 lakhs a month as well. This is what happening in India today. So you need to understand, your initial focus is to make money out of money. See, the only person who is enjoying his life fully is not the person who is just living on paycheck to paycheck. Like your money is coming every month, you spend it and just wait for another month. That is worse life. Second part is someone who is earning good but don't have time to spend. His life is also not okay. But someone who initially work hard, make his money work, and his money give him money. That's the part of investment. So in future he don't need to work for money, and he can do whatever he want. He can take other risk, or he can pursue his dream or something which is less stressful than his job or her job, right? So that only happen when you understand that The best way to live life is to earn money from money. And if you understand this, then your life will be totally changed. You will be separated from your group. You will see the difference in your life and other life. You will choose freedom. Here I am not only talk about money. Here I am talking about freedom. My main intention and main goal is not to tell you just about the money stuff. I just want you to live a better life. Okay. And let me tell you why I am here, why I am doing this webinar. Because I am on a mission. I am on a mission to make 1 crore Indian. You heard it right. 1 crore Indian financially literate by 26 December 2031. That is the day when I will turn 40. And I want to make sure that I make at least 1 crore Indian financially literate. And I'm already on path of it. I have already done webinars and I have already give webinars for more than I guess 50,000 people already. And my target is 1 crore. So it's just the beginning, but I want to make sure like our Indian get financially literate, they better make better use of their money. That is very important. So that is my mission. So you understand what is asset and liability. I don't think I need to go in much detail. You guys are already like having that much of amount of understanding what is asset and liability. So let's go to the fourth part. You must have heard a lot of time this thing, power of compounding, power of compounding. See, Einstein said the power of compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. Why he said so? Okay, let me tell you a story. So there was a king who is very ambitious and he liked to donate money if anyone asked for it. Like he is very genuine person. So one day what happened is he was playing chess and one priest came and he said, Rajan, I want to build a small temple. Can you give me a small donation? So king got surprised. King said, see, I am such a big king. I have so much amount of money and you are asking me just a small amount of money to build a small temple. Just ask me big amount. I can give you that. So now priest understand. Okay, let me see. So what he said, he see like king was already playing chess. So he said, okay, Rajan, I don't want much money from you. Just do one thing. Just keep rice on the one box of the chess and double it till 64th. So king start laughing. Oh man, I already told you, right? You should ask something big. And you are asking just few amount of right, like it won't be more than a kg or two. He said, yeah, Rajan, I just want this much only. So Rajan said, okay, to his workers, please give him that much amount of rice. So on first block there will be one, then there will be 2, then there will be 4, then there is 8, then 16, then 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, 1024, 2056, 48. Like that is continue. After half an hour, one of the soldier of the king came and said, Rajan, save us, save us. Rajan said, what happened? He said, Rajan, the amount of rice is so big that we are not able to count. Your whole kingdom will be gone by the time it will reach till 64th block. You know, the amount was such a big point, like it was in trillion. Okay, that's the magic of power of compounding. So what is power of compounding? Okay, so my question is simple. So if I ask you this, you guys have saving account, right? Because you guys may be using UPI and all, you guys are 18 plus, you have saving account. So saving account, whether it give compound interest or it gives simple interest, just type in a comment box whether they just type SI or CI. The bank give interest, you know this, right? So my question is whether bank give simple interest or compound interest. I don't need to define what is compound interest and simple interest because you are college student. This is very simple thing, right? So I expect like you guys already know what is compound interest and what is simple interest. So Amisha said compound interest. Okay. I want more answers. Sayyad also said compound interest. Right. So the correct answer is bank give compound interest. For example, if you have 100 rupees today, right? And if you keep it for 2 years at a 10% interest, so first year it will be like 110 and another year it will be 120 if it is a simple interest. But in bank it compounded, like you will get interest on the money you earn as an interest. So first year 100 will become 110 and next year it will become 121. So you will say there is just one difference. See, compounding, always remember, compounding work in a long term, in a longer go. The longer the period, the more effect it will be. Initial, it will be not making a much difference. But as year goes, you see, initially it was like 1, 2, 4, 8, like a small amount in chess. But by the time it go till 64, it become in trillions, right? So that's what you need to understand. So why I'm telling you about compound interest? See, your FD give compound interest, your saving account give compound interest. If you invest in PPF, EPF, government bond schemes, it give compound interest. The returns in stock market is also compared not on an absolute return but on a compounded return. So if you make compound interest your friend, right, it will give you a lot of money. I will tell you one story. If you have 3 crore rupees in your account today, and if you are getting 12% of return from stock market, okay, you have 3 crore rupees today and you are getting 12% interest. And every year, not every year, every month you are taking 80,000 rupees out from that investment for your needs, okay, because you have certain need, you need to pay rent, you need to pay your electricity bill, your medical expenses and everything, right? And every year you are increasing that amount to 5% because inflation is there, right? Because your things are getting expensive, right? So first year every month you take 80,000 rupees out. Next year you increase that amount to 5,000 rupees or 4,000 rupees because 5%, right? So that become 84,000. Now can anyone tell me, you have 3 crore rupees, you are getting 12% interest, you are taking 80,000 rupees per month out. That means approx 10 lakh rupees every year, and that too increasing by 5%. You are taking 5% extra every year. Do you know after 20 years what will be amount you are having after spending that amount? Like whatever amount you are getting, 80,000 and plus 5% every year, right? You are spending that every month. 80,000 every month you are getting, you are spending that every month, you are not saving anything. You're just 3 crore rupees that was invested, that was there, you are getting 12% interest, you are spending 80,000 rupees per month from the first year. Next year it was 84,000, then it will be 84 5% plus 5% of 84, right? Can anyone give me wild guesses? After 20 years will he have any money with him? If yes, can you give a wild guess whether all his money will be gone, or whether whatever money he have like 3 crore, it will be 3 crore only, or whether it will just be 1 crore 2 crore left? Any wild guesses? Just wild guesses. You don't need to be right. I just want you to give wild guesses. You understand my question or should I repeat?
Sir, I think he will quickly finish all the money. My
Okay.
wild guess.
Okay. I want more answer. Come on. Ghanshyam, and there are like 14 participants. I want more answer. Just give wild guesses. I
Yes,
want to
he will
surprise you all.
finish. He will finish.
He will finish, okay? More? Come on. I want to surprise you with the answer, but I want your answer first. Come on. Let's make I already told you in starting, right? I only love to give session when it's an engaging, because I don't just want to tell you everything. Like I'm not giving a lecture here. I'm just teaching a life skill, right? And this is a very interesting question, right? So I want more answer from you guys. If you are not comfortable to answer over the call, right, you can just type in chat box. Just random. Anything you can. Wild guess. 1 crore, 0 rupees, 5 crore, 3 crore, whatever you want. First of all, if you do not get my question, you can also type that, sir, can you repeat it again if you are confused. But I want more participation here. Amisha, AKM, Bhumi, Vivek, any wild guesses? Come on, guys. Okay.
Sir,
Okay.
Vivek is asking to repeat the question. So can you
Sure.
please repeat that?
Okay, so I will make it simple. So let us assume you have 3 crore rupees in your account, right? You are getting 12% interest rate. 12%, because in stock market in longer term you can expect 12% on an average. You can get more than that, but 12 is something you can say minimum. In last 20 years, if I talk about Nifty also, it has given around 13 to 14% CAGR return. Okay, so I'm taking just 12% return. So I will repeat the question. You are having 3 crore rupees in your account. You invest it in a mutual fund which is giving you 12% return. Every month you are taking out 80,000 rupees. Every month you are taking out 80,000 rupees, not year, every month. And after 1 year, you are increasing that amount to 5%, right? 80,000 plus 5% of 80,000. Like next year, you are taking out 84,000 because of the inflation, right? And next year again 5% of 84, like that it goes. So after 20 years, what is the amount you will have with yourself? And whatever amount you are getting monthly, like we are assuming that you are spending it all, you are not saving anything from their side. So my question is like whether you will have any amount remaining with you, whether you will have 1 crore, 2 crore, 3 crore, 5 crore, any wild guesses. You get my question, right? Just randomly, if you are not sure also, you can just give a random number. Okay, actually we have less time, so I think I should answer the question. Okay, so thing is, if you are getting 12% interest, that is compounded interest, right? Every year for 3 crore rupees, and every month you are taking 80,000 and then 84,000 from the next year. After 20 years, you know what amount you will have in your account? It will be more than 21 crore rupees. That is what financial literacy is. Like you are spending 80,000 rupees every month and you are increasing that amount also. Still after 20 years, your 3 crore rupees will become 21 crore rupees, right? You don't need to work for anyone. Think about it. If you earn 3 crore rupees today and you invest in normal mutual fund, even index mutual fund, and you get 12% interest, and you spend that 80,000 rupees, 84,000, 88,000, like that every month in future, still you will have 21 crore. Think about it. You are becoming rich after spending that much money. That is the game of power of compounding. Does this answer blow your mind? Does this answer blow your mind?
Yes, sir.
Right? So just think about it. That's the power of compounding. So question is, he was asking, does play a role in this inflation? See, inflation is happening, that's why I'm increasing 5% every year, right? Because every year my expenditure will increase, so I'm taking more 5% every year. Still, after increasing 5% every year, I am getting 21 crore after 20 years. So that means rich will become rich and poor will become poor. That's the power of compounding. So that's why I always say, start investing as early as possible. Start learning about financial things as early as possible. Learn about money. See, in the end, people will say, like, I will first of all learn about my college and all that stuff, and then I will learn about money. See, whatever you're gonna do, whether you are gonna do job, whether you're gonna do business, or whether you're gonna do startup, right? In the end, what you are doing it for? Someone will say passion and all. Okay, that's fine. But in the end, if you're not getting money, will you do it? No, right? So in the
No, sir.
end, everyone is doing it for money, right? Money is one of the reason. I am not saying only reason, but it will be one of the reason for sure, right? So understand about money as soon as possible. So till the time being, we have discovered four secret. First is budgeting. Second, my favorite, need versus want. Third one is asset versus liability. Fourth one is
Liability.
power of compounding.
Compounding.
Let's go with the fifth one. So, see, it is said like your best friend is the best book you read. So, I will always say, if you want to increase financial literacy, and this session is for the beginners only, right? I am not going to tell you in very advanced. So, I would highly recommend you guys to start reading financial book whenever you are free. Like, whenever you get time, try to read financial book. And I have mentioned three best book which I like. First one, I think most of you have heard already, Rich Dad Poor Dad. I have read it in around like 2010. It's almost 15 year that time I have read that book. The Richest Man in Babylon. I love it. And the third one is The Psychology of Money. I would highly recommend you guys, whenever you get time, just try to read financial books. This will really develop your mind, because in the end, if I ask you, what is the main purpose of education? Is it just getting job or how to get paid? That's it. Or to develop critical thinking? What do you think?
Sir, to develop critical thinking.
Right, in the end, if a person right, Sayed, if you developed a critical thinking, right, you can learn everything, because once you are adult, right, you complete your graduation and all, right, if your mind know how to think critically, right, you can do anything in your life. Because what happen is, our mind, we think as a small tiny part, but this can do wonders. We think, okay, we will just go to college and then we'll start earning about money. It's not just about earning money. It's about lot of other perspective as well. How you will live your life, what is your ambition, right? What is your target, what you want to do in life, what you want to achieve. As I said, I want to make 1 crore Indian financial literate. What is your goal, right? There should be some meaning in your life. So for that reason, you should learn to read book. If you are not a someone who love to read book, I would suggest you can, nowadays there are very easy to go and see videos for this, right? And there are audiobooks as well, right now, right? So if
Yes,
you
sir.
don't like to read, I personally love to read books, and not e-books. I personally love to read handbooks, normal, because I love them. Whenever I sit for 2 3 hours and I will go on, because I love them. And definitely, if you make books your friend, like, it will really enrich your life, for sure. Because think about it. If I ask you, you want to become Bill Gates. Okay. Who can teach you to become Bill Gates? Bill Gates only, right?
Yes, sir.
But do you think Bill Gates will give you time if you go there and ask him, I want to become like you, just give me your time? No, right?
No, sir.
So what you can do is, you can read his autobiography, you can read about his thought, you can see his video, postcards, right? Everything. So you can go inside his mindset, like how he think, how he act. Similarly, book also, because see, our life is very small. So when I say, if you are an intelligent person, you should learn from other people mistake, you should learn from other people experiences, because our life is very small. You cannot learn everything on your own. Learn from other. That is very important, that helps. And this book, The Psychology of Money, The Rich Dad Poor Dad, these are like Bible, or I would say Gita of finances. Okay. So this is my high recommendation. And then last one is learn and start investing as soon as possible. Maybe on YouTube and everywhere you have seen a lot of thing like invest early, invest early, invest early, right? I also said like Warren Buffett start investing in 11-year-old lady, right? But two things before investing you need to make sure. First thing, don't focus on earning initially, focus on learning. That is the very important thing, which on YouTube or any other place no one say, but I always say initially don't start to just see like okay from today only I will make 1,000 rupees 2,000 rupees like that. No, first see like whatever I am going to invest, I need to understand how that thing work, how can I make it better. Just learn it, in future it will definitely give you earning. And second step, before investing, make sure you have a emergency fund. Emergency fund is nothing but a amount which you keep in your liquid asset like saving account for your 6 to 12 month expenses, so that if any emergency come, maybe any medical emergency or any like, you can see AI is coming and a lot of jobs are going, right? So survival money I can say for 6 to 12 months, that is very important before you start investing. So do these two things before you start investing. First thing is focus on learning, second thing is make sure you have emergency fund, then only you invest your money. And this is very good statement which is mentioned. How many millionaire do you know who have become wealthy by investing in saving account? Simple. Because saving account give, if you guys know, if I ask you one thing, out of saving account, FD, mutual fund and gold, what do you think which will give the least amount of interest? I will repeat my question. Saving account, FD, mutual fund and gold or real estate, whatever you think, right? What do you think will give the least amount of return?
Sir, savings account.
Savings account, right? And it is going down by down day by day. Now it's less than 3%, right? So that's why he is saying why you need to understand investing is like if you keep all your money in your saving account, like Indian inflation is around 6 to 7% annually. And if your money is growing just by 3%, that means your purchasing power is decreasing. You are losing your money actually. Because if inflation is 7%, your money is growing by 3%, you are losing your money. So that's why you need to understand that you need to learn about investing. How, so what are the major thing you need to learn? See, FDRD, everyone know basic thing. You need to focus either on two things, three things I will say. First thing will be you learn about equity side like stocks and mutual fund. Second will be debt like government bonds and policies. And third will be real estate and gold. Don't go and invest in Bitcoin. People will think like why you are saying not to invest in crypto and Bitcoin. See, I always say there should be an intrinsic value where you are investing. When you invest in any stock, right, its intrinsic value is the company in which you are investing. So how the company work, your return will be there, right? Similarly, when you invest in any real estate, right, intrinsic value is the price of that flat, price of that land, price of that material, which will
Yes,
grow
sir.
over time, right? But think about Bitcoin. Do it have any intrinsic value? Is it backed by anything? No, right? If it has become zero, will anything change? No, right?
No,
So
sir.
always remember, stay away from crypto. Whatever return they are giving, whatever hype is coming. I always say if there is no intrinsic value, stay away from it. Gold and silver have their intrinsic value, right? They have their usability. But Bitcoin and crypto doesn't. So always remember that point. Now, as I told you, like after like at the end of this, so these are the six secret which I told you, and I hope you will remember it. Now I'm gonna tell you tips. So hear me very carefully. Tips in your day-to-day life to make best use of your money. So there will be four tips I will be giving you today. So first one is, do you guys do online shopping? I think nowadays everyone do, right?
Yes, sir.
Right? So I there is one learning, always remember what happen is, especially with the females, like what they will go in the market and they will see, oh, there is an offer, okay, and they will buy the thing and they will say, okay, I saved the money. For example, you go in a mall, you see a 5,000 rupees watch, okay, and after, and next visit you see, and you already have one watch and you don't want any further watch, but next time when you visit the mall, you see that watch is on 20% discount. Okay, you don't need watch, but you see now that watch is coming in 4,000. So now you bought that watch and you said, okay, I save 4,000, 1,000 rupees. Just tell me one thing. Did you save 1,000 rupees or did you spend 4,000 rupees? Did you save 1,000 rupees or did you spend 4,000 rupees? Excuse me. You got my question? Spend. Okay, Vivek said spend. I said you see a watch, it has 20% discount and you don't need it. You already have one or two watch with you. But because next time when you visit, you see 20% off, you see 1,000 rupees off, you said, okay, I am saving 1,000 rupees. So, but my question is, you save 1,000 rupees or you spend 4,000 rupees?
Sir, we spent it 4,000 rupees.
Right? So that's what I am saying. Never shop because there is an offer, but do look for an offer while shopping. So what I do is, because there is an offer, I will not buy. I will never buy things because there is an offer. But yeah, definitely when you want to buy, like you are thinking to buy a shirt, for example, right? Then maybe you just see if there any offer is, because you really want it, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
always remember, like you never shop because there is an offer. Because what happens is people will think, okay, after 1 year that will come in use. See, it will be like a waste and it will be kept in your almari for years. Okay, especially with females, it is seen. And there is survey which say like females nowadays do lot of shopping on Mintra because there is offer, and they sometimes don't even open the boxes. It keep for months like that only. So see how much amount of money they are wasting. So I always say, always look for an offer while you are shopping, not because there is offer you are buying, right? Always remember my tip. If any pop-up is coming in Zomato, in quick commerce, in e-commerce, anywhere, don't go and shop because there is an offer. Always put your notification on mute. Only look for an offer when you want to buy particular thing. On that time only you just look for an offer. Got it? Next will be, okay, so my question is, do you, so you guys also order online food sometime, right? From Zomato, Swiggy, everyone do. I shouldn't name it on public side, but yeah, I would
Yes,
say
sir.
aggregator apps, right?
Yes, sir.
Through aggregator apps, you guys order food. My question is, do you guys think they provide it you at a cheap price, or do you think after applying all the promotions and all the free delivery and everything, still you are paying more? What do you think? Do
Sir,
you give? Hmm?
sir, we feel like we are paying a little bit more.
More, right? Yeah, thing
Yes,
is,
sir.
if you see the business model, you will understand one thing. What aggregator do, how they earn, basically they will go to restaurant and they will say, if I give you 100 rupees order, just give me 10 rupees out of it, right? So that's what
Yes, sir.
aggregator do, right? So now the restaurant guy, right? If he give you 100 rupees thing in 100 rupees only, he will earn just 90, right? So what he will do, he will give you in 130. So, but they need to give offer, discount, everything, free delivery and all. Still, in the end, in your plate, it will come at around 150 rupees, right? So in the end, people think like they are saving money in online, but actually they are spending money extra. So yeah, definitely, if like it is a day where you don't want to go out, right? You don't want to quick cook, or your family is not there, and once in a while you order online, that's fine, but don't make it as a habit. They want you to make it as a habit, and I have seen there are a lot of my bachelor friends who like order around 5 to 6 days a week because they don't want to cook, and they will do mostly online ordering and they are paying extra. So I always say, avoid ordering food online. If possible, go and eat offline. You will save money as well, and you will be more healthy because you will be walking outside your house as well, right? Once in a while is okay, but try to avoid ordering online food. It's not cheap, my friend. Always remember, it's not cheap. Okay. Third thing, this is very important. Free delivery is not free, friend. So most of you guys have definitely ordered it from Amazon, right? You must have
Yes,
seen, like
yes,
if
sir.
you order anything below 500, it will say if you order above 499, your delivery will be free. And most of the time, 90% time, you will, because you want to save 40 rupees from delivery, right? You will buy 200 or 300 rupees thing which you don't even need, and it will be kept aside for months, right? So I always say, free delivery is not free, my friend. You spend more money. Why they are giving free delivery on higher amount? Because they want their order value to increase. You just think in their shoes, right? Just think about their perspective, what they want. They want you to spend more. They want you to don't go outside. They want you to just buy thing because there is an offer, whether you need it or not. If you see all my three tips, right? So understand it. Like only buy thing whatever what you need. Don't buy extra because you are giving it a free delivery. Till the time being, you don't need it honestly. And I'm telling you, it I can guarantee everyone will say that at least once or twice they have ordered thing extra because they just want to say free delivery, and that thing which they bought it doesn't help much, or it kept for like 6 months to 12 months like that only. Someone buy extra toothpaste or something like that, right? So I always remember, if you don't want to buy thing, don't buy it, because you get free delivery. Save your money. If you give delivery charge also, right na, still you will save your money if you think in a real manner. Fourth one is, I already told you, see what happen is, when you start earning money na, what you do is, you just start thinking of spending money. Okay, now I will earn 20,000. First of all, what I will do, I will buy a new watch, I will buy a latest smartphone, I will buy a new clothes. That's the problem, that's the mindset problem. I told you, right? Read books. So what wealthy do? Wealthy first of all buy money from money, like they earn money from money and then they spend on luxury. Nowadays what happen is, middle class people, they are already paying taxes on their earned money, and they buy things and they again pay tax, and they are not getting any relaxation for that. I am giving a one very good example. One person whose capability is of buying a car of, let us assume, 5 to 6 lakh hatchback, right? But he go and buy a sedan or XUV, right, and pay EMI for it. See how many years of money it will be gone in this thing. Second thing is, he won't get any tax election. On opposite, he will pay the taxes to government. Now, a rich person, what he will do is, he is a businessman, he is a rich person, okay? He will buy a Audi or maybe a BMW. Okay, you will say, oh my God, he is having BMW and Audi. But you know what? He is showing it as a business purpose. What does that mean? He will take tax relaxation, because I told you, cars are liability, their value decrease over time, right? So these come under depreciating asset. So what will happen is, they buy Audi and they will show in their company that their value is depreciating, and they will take the tax relaxation on it. Okay, so you will be thinking, oh my God, they are roaming in Audi, man, they are saving taxes as well. Okay. And you middle class people, what we do is, we pay taxes in what we earn, and then whatever we spend, we pay taxes. And rich people, what they do is, they will first of all earn the money, and they will spend all the money. They will go for exotic vacation, and then they will show it on like a business trip. Okay. And they will save a money, like everything, and they will show it as a expense. And later on, let us assume they are earning 50 lakh, they spend on eating outside or going for a business trip and all that stuff, right? Vacation, everything they will show on business. Whether whatever car they are traveling, petrol price, everything they will show in business expense. And whatever amount after remaining, they will just pay small tax on it, and we middle class pay more tax on it. So you need to understand this mindset. The wealthy buy luxury last, while the poor and middle class tend to buy luxuries first. So understand this point, that luxury, I initially told you, first focus on your needs, then go on wants. What people are doing wrong here is, first of all, they start looking on their wants and they think YOLO, you only live once. Let me clarify very important thing. You don't live once, you live daily. I repeat, you don't live once, you live daily. What does that mean? Man, if you think you only live once, why you are waiting for your paycheck to come at the end of the month? Man, you live only once. You can die tomorrow, right? Don't work, right? So this is the wrong mindset which people are putting into younger generation head, which I just want to clarify. I want to understand them this thing, like, if you don't understand this financial and terminology, you will lose lot of money. Okay. And let me tell you, you guys mostly I think will be in your early 20s or maybe in your teenagers, right? If this, by this age, if you understand about money in a better terms, right, when you will be turning your 30s, you will be already achieving freedom. You will have certain amount of money in your emergency fund, you will have amount in your investment. You won't be a modern slave. So if you don't want to be a modern slave, learn financial things, understand about money, read books. These are not just optional thing, these are not optional, these are necessity, these are life skills. Got it?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so I will tell you best tip ever. There is one tip remaining which you guys need to understand. So this is the formula. In class third or fourth, everyone would have learned this. Income minus expenditure equal to saving. Means
Savings.
whatever income you earn, you spend it, and whatever remain is your saving. Is this the correct formula in real life? This is correct formula mathematically. Mathematically, it's correct formula. But do you think in real life this is correct? Answer is no. You have seen your parents, if your parents are working, maybe if they are doing job, you may have seen by the month end they don't left with any money. They say, okay, we are just waiting for next month, let money come and then we'll do this and that, right? Because they are living on this first formula, income minus expenditure equal to saving. No, this is the wrong formula. For your lifetime, remember this formula: income minus saving equal to expenditure. What does that mean is, on the very first day, you need to save money. If you are earning 1 lakh rupees and you think you can save 20,000, just save 20,000 on the first day. So you are earning only 80,000. You know, just you have 80,000. So spend accordingly. What it will do is, it will do two things. First of all, it will save money for you. And another thing is, it will save you from feeling guilty, from not spending money on your wants. Thing is, think about it. If you have 1 lakh income, you save 20,000, you have 80,000, you spend 40,000 on your necessity. Now you have 40,000 and you know you already saved it. Now you can spend it. You can go on exotic vacation, you can buy a phone you want, but in that limit only. So in that case, you won't have guilt that you are just living a frugal life, right? You can spend on your other needs as well. But you are saving. But what happen is, generally when people think they will save in the month end, they will buy unnecessary thing, or they will spend their money in a thing which is not even required, which won't give pleasure for them ever. So always remember this formula for life: income minus saving equal to expenditure. Okay, always remember this. So yeah, I also give free one-to-one consultation. Maybe I will share this link with what her name is. Maybe I will share with Sayed also, right? So I
Okay,
will
sir.
provide a link, and anyone, if anyone want a one-to-one consultation with me for half an hour to understand more about their personal well-being, right? If they want to discuss something which is not general in nature, because there can be a specific problem they want to discuss, or they want to understand more about money and other thing, I am giving half an hour free one-to-one consultation with me. I will provide the link later on. You guys can take it from there, and you can have one-to-one consultation. And trust me, I don't judge people. You can discuss with me freely, like open mindedly. You can ask me anything, right? Don't think you act like a silly person. No, I know, like, people need to learn. In initial days, people feel like, if I ask this question, whether I will be look like a fool. No, I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to teach you. I just want you to learn. If you don't know, that's okay, I will tell you. But try to ask more question in your life. So I'm already saying this session which I am giving is just not for only financial term, but also for the lifetime. I already am saying I am also a motivational speaker and personal finance coach both. I don't just want to improve your money life, but also your standard of living. Okay, so if you want one-to-one free consultation with me for 30 minutes, you can book it. So there will be certain slot, and I will share the link with you guys. Now let's have, so we are already surpassing the time. Let's wrap up quickly. So let's play a quiz. Okay, you guys need to answer these questions. Okay, there will be 4 questions. So are you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
So my first question is, when deciding which of the two items to purchase, one should always, first option is, choose the item that costs less. Don't answer over the call, just text over. Let's text it on the chat box. Okay, so when deciding which of the two items to purchase, one should always choose the item that costs less. Second, choose the item with the greatest benefit. Third option is, choose an item after comparing the cost and benefit of both items. Don't know. Sayyid say 3. I want more answer. Now this is the end of our session. Come on, participate more. I want more answer. Sayyid said third. 3.
Three.
Okay. Just type in chat box. So, like, if person have any other view, then they can give it. Okay. Dr. Rekha Kumari said 3. So the correct answer is, you are right. Choose an item after comparing the cost and benefit of both items. Generally, what happen is, what we do is, we pay huge amount of money, especially on smartphones, right? For little benefit, we pay a huge amount for it. So you need to understand it. If you are paying that amount, is it really worth? And obviously, I always say, cheap product is always not good. But also, if you are buying a branded thing or something which is on a higher end, just always make sure whether it value is really deprived from it, like whether it is correct or not, right? So best thing is, choose an item after comparing the cost and benefit of both the item, right? It shouldn't be cheap also, but it shouldn't be something which you are paying extra money for, right? Second question, Rahul and Tarun have identical saving bank account that pay them rupees 100 interest per year on their deposit. Okay, Rahul do not withdraw any money from his account while Tarun take the 100 every year and put it in home to a jar and never spend any of it. After 5 years, who has more money? So basically what happened is Rahul and Tarun have same bank account and they are getting 100 rupees interest every year. What Tarun is doing is he take out 100 rupees whatever he is getting interest and put it in his jar, while Rahul he do not take out money. Okay, so my question is who will have more money after 5 years, Rahul, Tarun, or whether they will both have same account amount, or I don't know.
Rahul.
Rahul. Okay, more answers please. You can type in chat box. If you do not get question, I can repeat it again. Basically, both having same account and both are getting 100 rupees interest. Rahul do not take the money out, but Tarun take the money out and put it in the jar. In the end, who will have more money? So it will be Rahul. As I told you, saving account give compound interest, right? So whatever 100 rupees interest he is getting, next year he will get interest on that 100 rupees as well. While Tarun, what he is doing, he is taking out that 100 rupees and putting it into his jar. So he won't get any interest on that 100 rupees, right? So that's the power of compounding, right? Now going with the third question. Okay. So which of the following have historical has the highest rate of return over long period of time? In these four options, which you think will give more return? Saving account, fixed deposit, gold, or stock market? Historically, which have given the more returns over long period of time? I'm talking about the percentage wise. You got the question? Should I repeat it again? Historically, which of these four have given the highest rate of return? Saving account, fixed deposit, gold, or stock market?
It's a stock market.
Okay. Anyone else? Yeah, the correct answer is stock market. So saving account interest is around 3%, FD is around 6%. It's changed with repo rate, but it is around like 6.5. Gold is historical given around 8 to 9% annually CAGR. And stock market has given around 13% annually. I'm talking about index. So yes, stock market have given the highest rate of return in longer term. Now we will come to the last question. Which of the following would be expected to hold its value best during a time of inflation? Okay. So when inflation is happening, right? Which of these will hold the real value? Saving account interest, a house, PlayStation, or a car? Yes, Vivek, you was about to answer.
Their house.
Okay. Anyone else?
Sir, a house.
Right. So the correct answer is house. So basically, I was asking. So in India, the inflation which we take is somewhere around 5 to 6%. But we talk about education inflation that is around 12%, and medical is also around 10 to 12%. Right. So saving account just give 3% interest rate. PlayStation won't give any interest. Right. It will be a liability. Its amount will decrease, and car also liability. Right. So correct answer is house.
It will be thank you, sir. I would like to thank sir on behalf of our entire SEMS Foundation team for this valuable insight and knowledge. Your expertise, clarity, and passion truly enrich our understanding of financial literacy. We are leaving today with really, really valuable knowledge, sir. And I'm once again I would like to thank you, sir.